If you ever picked up GTA San Andreas, then you likely had a good chance to check out all the woods and remote out-of-the-way areas up around Flint County, back or beyond, and of course, Mount Chiliad. The names alone are spooky enough on the map, but it's not until you've set foot here, whether on purpose or your plane crashed into a pine tree the size of a fucking skyscraper, that things start to go from spooky to downright unsettling pretty fast. Suddenly, it's all foggy hollows, empty trails, log cabins with no signs of habitation whatsoever, and vehicles that just show up out of nowhere. No wonder by the mid-2000s, this place had become a hotspot for various reports of strange and often unexplained events, encounters, sightings. People went missing, never to be seen again. Soon enough, rumors were circulating about a certain elusive creature that supposedly inhabited all this vast wilderness, leaving behind tracks, scratch marks, and knocking down trees as a way of communication, or simply to drive a message across. Stay out of my territory. Various images and video footage were soon cropping up all over early YouTube, more often than not blurry and distorted. Hardly compelling evidence, but plenty enough to get the message out. Something is out here, and it doesn't like the attention. That's Bigfoot. No freaking way, bro. That's Bigfoot. I'm telling you. I mean, are you sure that it looks like a black spot from where I stand? 100% positive. See, that's actually the ass end of it, right? Just look at the R's on that. We scored big time. I don't know, man. It's just, are you like really sure or something? I'm telling you, that's him. We got the motherfucker. A number of locations around San Andreas have been attributed to Sasquatch sightings, including, but not limited to, Shady Cabin, a small log cabin just up the trail running out of Angel Pine nearby. Speculations about its origin have been made, but none has yet uncovered the truth. All that it's known is that it had been a hotspot for Bigfoot hunters, starting off their search for the unknown. Other areas nearby include the Back Beyond, just across a small river, which is a vast stretch of pristine wilderness, crisscrossed by empty trails. And at the heart of it is the Shady Pond, which is an especially eerie place known for its frequent fogs and a medium-sized body of water. That's the only place in all of San Andreas that has this kind of muddy water. This area is infamous for its frequent fogs and lush interior, with what could easily be described as primitive cave paintings on the faces of many rocks, with patterns being so strange that some people claim they resemble demonic features. Where they came from, and more importantly, what do they represent, has been a subject of debate for many years. It's no coincidence that this area has been claimed to resemble a foot or a paw of a humanoid-like creature. But this is where one should be careful not to fall victim to the power of suggestion. Last but not least, we have Mount Chiliad up past the town of Angel Pine. The particular location of interest is this natural arch capped with lush forest and a trail leading down to this sandy-covered cliffside that's been known to host not only Bigfoot sightings, but possess direct evidence of its existence. Tracks. And the name, Chiliad, it means 1,000. But the real question is, 1,000 of what? Bigfoots? That's a scary possibility. But what about Angel Pine, a quiet, remote village in Whetstone, with its unique location nestled at the feet of Mount Chiliad and being surrounded by what might yet prove to be home of the elusive phenomenon known as Sasquatch? It's got to be the one place where Bigfoot is not a myth, nor is it a rumor, but rather a fact. If eyewitnesses are anything to go by, I ventured into town to see what I might be able to discover. So, you guys know anything about Sasquatch? What? Sasquatch, Bigfoot, the
I
big...
don't even know what Sisquare is, seriously. I'm a pawn shop. So, I don't know, is that something you're buying or selling? Because obviously we don't have no Sasquare.
Sasquatch.
Well, I'm afraid we don't got that one either.
Sure, thanks. So I hear like there might be, Bigfoot out there, and you guys being right next door, I was wondering if there might be any like witness accounts or anything.
What's that? Come again, partner.
Sasquatch. Sasquatch?
Well, I was born and raised right where I stand, partner. I'm telling you right now, there ain't been no Bigfoot around this here neck of the woods.
So like, you head out there often?
Yeah, get the fuck out of my face.
For a community that seems to be right on the edge of what might be Sasquatch country, Angel Piners seem to be awfully uninvolved. No eyewitnesses, no rumors.
I love me some pig ass.
Not even a store or a motel trying to capitalize on being allegedly right next door to a sighting hotspot. Ignorance is bliss, and when your neighbors are claimed to be at least 8 feet tall, with cries and screams that tear up the night, ignorance might just be your best move. So the way I see it, Bigfoot or not, food must still be a non-negotiable requirement for anything to be able to survive out here. So unless they've been spotted picking up, takeouts at the Clocking Bell up in Angel Pine, they don't really have a choice but to subsist on nature's bounties. Luckily, water seems to be plentiful enough around these neck of the woods, and where there's water, fish is almost certainly on the menu. This particular pond up near the Shady Cabin is home to various types of fish, which is a great source of protein. And boy, does a giant 7 or 8 feet tall ape needs lots of protein to keep its strength up. So what I'm actually really trying to achieve here is I'm going to set up several trail cams and leave them filming every known hotspot for Bigfoot sightings. If it's there, I'll get something on tape. I'm also gonna leave one filming the interior of Shady Cabin, just on the off chance a Bigfoot or two might be squatting in here rent-free. While my trail cams do their thing, I'm going to have a look at another outstanding piece of evidence that something might be making itself at home in these remote woods. Something's been knocking down trees, systematically it would seem. But what makes me want to rule out logging companies that have been known to operate out of Angel Pine nearby is that we don't see enough trees to say that was lumberjacks cutting them trees down. Instead, we see just a single tree here and there, often knocked down next to a trail in a way that almost makes me feel like it's a warning, like placing a barrier to keep the unwanted visitor out. If I'm right, I'm placing myself in harm's way just by being out here. So if the wind swept through, fell in this tree, then where did the stump go? Something had to snap and carry this tree for it to be so far from wherever the stump is. And while felled trees are easy to explain, try making sense of these. Because unless I'm blind, they seem to be almost man-made, intentional, not accidents, neither naturally occurring things. And depending on the angle, they can look like obvious warning signs. Some see question marks, and I'm hardly surprised. But if something big enough to snap trees down existed out here, wouldn't we have found tracks by now? Well, that's where things get tricky. So we have these black spots lining the trail running out of Angel Pine nearby. And over the years, various stripes of Bigfoot hunters have claimed these to be Bigfoot tracks, for lack of a better term. A quick flyby of the area shows whatever they are, they don't seem to be accidental. But who or what put them out here? That's the real question. My plan is to stay up all night and check out a number of locations claimed to be hotspots for Bigfoot encounters. But to catch such an elusive creature, I'm gonna need enhanced vision. Otherwise, I may as well be blundering in the dark looking for ghosts. These thermal goggles allow me to register body heat signatures from other creatures. If it's alive and a mammal, it's gonna be right there, all red, and easy to detect. While I hope for my trail cams to show any signs of Bigfoot activity, my best bet is to stay mobile while I scour the area for anything suspicious. And if Bigfoot enthusiasts are anything to go by, nighttime is when most encounters take place. And other than Bigfoot, these remote spots are rumored to be hotspots for UFO sightings. Strange lights that cross the sky at night, often too fast to be a commercial jet or anything human-made. What they are, nobody really knows. The Shady Creek is where things got strange in the span of minutes. As soon as I dismounted to take a look around, thick fog rolled around so dense that not even my thermal goggles could penetrate it. With not a single shred of evidence on either of my trail cams, all I have is these strange cave paintings. But is that nearly enough solid proof of Sasquatch? It would have to stretch it pretty far to even suggest its existence, based on what I have. It's times like these where you're tempted to look at things and think about all the various and often strange ways to explain their existence. That's not a naturally occurring tree break. That's something sending a message to stay away. Those black spots on the trail? Footsteps. These strange patterns on the rocks? Some kind of cave paintings. Signs of intelligence that's inhabited these woods for centuries. Bigfoot is a fascinating phenomenon in and of itself, and these forests being so foggy and mysterious, I'm almost tempted to fall victim to the power of suggestion. So, could Sasquatch exist out here? Absolutely. Does it though? That's where things pivot towards a solid no, at least from where I stand. But if Sasquatch is indeed out here, as some hardliners claim, its level of stealth is almost legendary.